Hey everybody, it's your girl Claudia Jordan. Welcome to the show. Now tonight we're talking to some of the stars of a new popular reality show, and we're chatting with a successful music mogul about his new career endeavors. My first guests are from the cast of the hit Netflix show Buried by the Bernards. They're here to talk about their funeral home business and becoming reality stars, and they're gonna tell us about the wild things they've seen while burying the dead. I'm so fascinated by this. And later on the show, we're talking to Matthew Knowles about his career journey, Destiny's Child, his new podcast, and so much more. So make sure you stick around for that. Please welcome show producer Warren D. Robinson and the family of Buried by the Bernards, Ryan Bernard, Tasha Bernard, and Reagan Bernard. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hey.
How's everybody feeling tonight?
Wonderful, great.
How are you?
I am good. I got to tell you, before you all were scheduled to be on the show, I was just, of course, we're all going through Netflix, and I started watching your series, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, it's so interesting. And let's just get into it. How's business this time of year for everyone?
Oh, business is wonderful. Business is great. Business was great pre-COVID. It's great now, but one thing that COVID is affecting is families really being able to gather and see their loved ones off like they would want to. You have to cut down on how many family members can come in at one time. So it's kind of hard on the families in that way. But other than that, everything's going well.
I would imagine that it's kind of like just being in this business period would be like a bittersweet, like when it's busy, of course, that's great for business, but then it's got to take kind of an emotional toll on you being in this industry, right?
Exactly.
So
we our business is centered off someone dying, in other words.
Wow. Okay. Now, Warren, you're the producer of Buried by the Bernards. How did you meet this family and develop the whole concept for this show?
Honestly, I met them like the world did. I met them through their viral commercial. It had gotten sent to me. I saw it. I thought it was hilarious. But what really fascinated me was that it was so different, because that's just not the type of commercial you see for funeral homes, right? Funeral homes are typically serious. They're typically doing, the Stern commercials. We've seen them 1,000 times. The funeral home staff all in black, and they're very serious. So when I saw them kind of do a comedy thing to it, I was like, you know what? I have to meet the people behind that would do a commercial like this. And then fast forward that, find out that they have a drive-through funeral home too. I was like, oh yeah, we got to meet this family.
Right, definitely interesting. Ryan, now you're the father of this crew and the founder of R. Bernard Funeral Services. And tell us how your business got started with the drive-through funeral viewing window. And when you first started, did people say, wait, what? You can't do this?
Oh, we got a lot of mixed reviews. We had people calling off from over the country. We had news people coming in. We had people making jokes. Can they get fries? Can they get a shake? When they come through the drive-through and everything. But during this COVID, it has really helped out. It's really helped us out, and it helped out a lot of families.
We have a few comments in the YouTube chat. Tyler says, I just binge watched this whole show. Chris says, the daughters are beautiful. Charlotte says, Buried by the Bernards, I love it. And Ross says, Uncle Kevin is hilarious. Now, speaking of hilarious and personalities, we've heard that Mama Debbie has a pretty bold personality. Now, what happens if you try to sneak anything by her? Because she's definitely entertaining.
No. No one sneaks anything against my grandmother. It's either her way or the highway. It's no way at all. Everything has to be done the way she wants it to be done, or she's going to come back and critique it the way that she sees fit for it.
Now the two daughters, Reagan and Deja, you're both young, you're smart, you're beautiful. I'm curious to know, when you meet a guy, does it turn them off or turn them on when you tell them you're in the funeral business? Do they get scared?
Well, I'm already in a relationship. I don't think it changed Corey's perspective at all. I really feel like he just had tunnel vision on me, like not anything that came with me, just now it might be a little different. She's a little bit younger than I am, like 6 years younger than me. So I don't know.
All right, Reagan, how about you, Reagan?
Well, I don't have any boys, but my friends think it's kind of cool actually.
Hmm.
Because I didn't
Yeah.
he's laughing at me. I didn't tell too many people at first, like my close friends knew. And then come episode 1, when Kevin picks me up from school, that's when everyone at school kind of found out, like, oh my gosh, your family owns a funeral home. So it kind of came out to everyone else that way when they came to school to film episode 1.
And you're in high school right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm in college right now. I'm a college freshman, but I was in high school during the show. Yeah.
Shooting. Okay. I would imagine. So did it make you more, I'm sure the popularity was kind of.
I mean, not necessarily. I was the talk of the school for a little bit, but then it kind of died down. So kind of right now on campus, though, I am like a hot topic. People come up to me on campus and are talking about it.
Okay, that's got to be kind of fun in college. All right, Ryan. Uncle Kevin seems to be game for anything to help the family, including riding in a casket. Let's check this out.
1895. Take me over to Bernard. Get me up out of here. I'm going to Bernard.
Bernard funeral service. 1895 funeral package, $5.95 direct cremation.
Ryan, I gotta ask you, do you think Kevin likes getting in caskets? Because he doesn't seem nervous about it at all.
Listen, this is what's funny. Him and my mama, they went back and forth for a whole week about getting in that casket. You know, he cussed her out all week. I ain't getting in that casket. I ain't getting in that casket. So she must have bribed him or offered him something really nice for him to get in that casket. And the whole day I was looking for Kevin. I was in my office and I didn't know they were down there filming the commercial. I'm looking for Kevin. Where's Kevin? Where's Kevin? So I make it downstairs and I peep in the chapel. Here this fool is jumping out the casket. Boy, I hit the floor. I died that day. No pun intended.
You all seem like lots of fun. So how much do y'all get recognized in Memphis? And are you big stars now in Memphis? Like, you know, everyone knows who y'all are. The show's a hit. How is it?
I was at the doctor's office with my daughters Monday. And usually somebody would say, oh, you're Tasha Bernard, you know, they're real quiet. This lady was tapping the screen trying to get my attention. She's like, oh, you're Tasha Bernard. You're Tasha Bernard. Busted. Got you. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It was so awkward because I'm like, it still haven't hit me yet, that outside attention from strangers. And so I was like, oh my God, I kind of just froze up like, okay, wait a minute. I was so nervous.
That reality show fame, especially, I mean, especially when it's like in a certain town that highlights your town, your city. Mm-hmm. They're proud. They want to, you know, say they know you, and just be, you know, it's gonna get even more so, you know, more of a thing. Warren, how does it feel to have a hit show like this on Netflix?
Oh man, it's amazing. It's an amazing accomplishment, and especially considering how much work we did to get to this point. So now to see the public loving it and having them watch it is amazing, because it took a lot to get the Bernards on board. They were not the easiest family to say, come on and do this. Like they made me work for it. So it's great now that we're getting some of the rewards.
and to, you know, to know that there's just so many shows on Netflix and your show stands out like this. That's not an easy thing. You know what I mean? Like, I know the Bernards, you all are new to the TV business, but to have a show stand out like this, it's, first of all, to get a show is hard, to get greenlit, right?
Yes, it is.
And then to get a hit show, kind of like lightning striking twice.
Well, but you know
and
what?
That's go ahead, Warren.
No, but you know what? I knew it from the first meeting with them, because there are just certain people, when you put them on camera, they just shine. And here we had a family, and so my worry was like, I was gonna like 3 of them, and then I was gonna be like, you got to cut the other 2. But it ended up being that all 5 of them are just great on camera. So I left knowing like there is no way that somebody is not gonna buy this, and it is very hard, and you do get a lot of rejections, but they're just so dynamic, and they're bond together, because what you see is what you get. Like literally, even when cameras are not running, that is them. And so I was just like, there's no way we can't sell this.
Ryan, do the people in Memphis, how do they react when they see the cameras filming y'all? Do they try to get on the camera? Like, how was that filming?
Are you talking about just like the public?
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people was running from the camera, you know. You know, you got some hood people coming there. They don't want their face on camera, you know. But you know, you have others they're trying to get their 5 minutes of fame. So hey, it was fun.
Has business picked up a lot?
Oh yes. We got I heard my mama cussing some lady out the other day. She was out there in the parking lot trying to get in to look at some caskets. My mom said that lady from North Carolina. She ain't trying to get no caskets in Memphis.
She's trying to come and just be nosy.
We've actually had a family, a lady, she brought her mother and her 2 daughters all the way from Louisiana just to come and take pictures with us. Like, she's never been to Memphis. She was like, we just got in the car and said, come on, let's go on down to Bernard Funeral Services. And luckily they got there just in time before we all left.
Oh my God, that's gotta be so like such a different kind of like thing for y'all. You know what I mean? Like one minute you're private citizens in a way, you know what I mean? And now you're just these reality stars, and everybody wants a piece of y'all. They want to see y'all. They want to take pictures with you. We have a comment from Abraham in the comments. He said, I watched this show. Black Twitter got memes about it already. They going in with the memes. How y'all feel about that being memes? That means you made it.
I was going to say, yeah, that's a sign of success.
I like the memes.
I can picture Kevin on a lot of memes.
To look at, I like to just scroll through Twitter like late at night and just see what everyone's saying because people are loving it. It's good to see.
Does it make your job harder though? Because it's unlike other reality shows where people just kind of like lounging and going to lunch, whatever. You actually have jobs to do. This is a family business. So does it make your job harder to do when you're on TV and you have all these other obligations? Is it harder to kind of fit work in now?
Man, we got folks calling our business line talking about, hey, what y'all doing? When season 2 coming out? Man, if you don't get off this phone.
Are you serious?
We have people calling just to, I don't want to say it makes our job harder, but we have so many just random calls. This little girl called with her grandmother and she wanted to talk to my grandmother. And she said, you're my new grandmother now. My other grandmother is not my grandmother. And she said, I love you, Grandma Debbie. And she had to be like 6 or 7. It was so sweet. So I just love listening to them call us and just talking to us because they're so happy. And it's like we get this 5-minute break away from work just to talk to the fans. And I love that. I love it. I don't think it makes it harder at all.
Now, I want to know if you guys have this much fun at work, then what's it like when the cameras are off? Because y'all seem like y'all some fun people. Like you really do.
It's even worse when the cameras aren't here. Like stuff is happening every single day, and I'm just like, "Where's the camera crew?" Because this needs to be filmed right now. Because I feel like it's even better off camera, to be honest. Like, because we're like this.
We have to water it down.
Mm-hmm.
Really? So y'all be wilding out in real life then?
Just with Kevin losing everything every 5 minutes, or him and Bishop getting to arguments.
Grandma arguing.
So today have some epic art. So why don't y'all be like keeping some cameras around on the low, like just on your iPhone, so you can just like hand that over, and production, and we can see that stuff.
Because Debbie would kill them.
That's a good idea. But she would get on us for posting it because she does not want her picture anywhere.
We posted pictures of her before she had her Instagram, and she was like, oh, no, you didn't post that picture of me. Somebody sent me that picture last night while I was asleep. Why you post that picture of me? She hates when people take pictures of her.
Really? It has been hard for her to adjust, like being on the show and being famous.
It's been very hard, especially with showing her how to work her Instagram, and it's constantly blowing up all day and night long. She is not used to that at all.
And she's sending me friend requests. No.
She told me that. She was like, why your dad won't accept my friend request? And I'm like, I don't know. Like,
Brian, that's wrong. Why would you accept this number? You know you're wrong for that.
That woman in my business enough.
Oh my God, so you're rejecting her?
She does not need to see what goes on my page.
Why? What's going on your page?
Ain't nothing good in the DMs.
Hey, Ryan is the funnest of all. I must say. Like, that's who I love. If you have to pick one to hang out with, spend the weekend with Ryan. He'll teach you a lot.
Really? That's about. Is it fun? Is it fun working at a funeral home?
It's fun working at a funeral home with our family. Let me say that, because I can only. it's already sad being at a funeral home. So I can only imagine working there without my family. It'll be just really sad. But I'm there with my family. So it's like I'm leaving one home to come to another home with my family who I know I can laugh with and play with and just boost up the atmosphere. You know, I don't want it to always be so sad. Like I'm happy when I'm around them. I know me and Reagan are about to gossip or talk about something funny. I cannot wait to get to work to show her or tell her something. I know I'm going to be able to talk to my dad about upcoming events and stuff that's happening. I have the coolest dad ever. Let's talk about
Danger
that.
is not about that life.
Yes.
Do y'all ever get creeped out though by the dead bodies? Like, are you ever creeped out about it?
Well, we don't
really go downstairs, but I'm not as scared as I was when we first opened. Like, I can walk down by the embalming room and be fine, but I wouldn't willingly. Yeah, by myself. I feel like they kind of made me more dramatic on the show. Like, it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad.
They are not about their life.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I took Daisy on a funeral service one time, and oh my goodness, she was breaking down about to pass out and fall out.
Ryan, how's it for you being with the dead bodies? Huh? Ryan, for you, how was it with you? Do you get creeped out by the dead bodies?
I don't get creeped out, you know, because I do know it's life, you know, but it's a constant reminder that one day that's gonna be you or your loved one, you know.
I would wonder if that makes you look at life differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes you appreciate life, you know, yeah, every second.
Okay, Warren, what's the wildest thing that freaked you out while filming the show, if there is anything?
You know what? Listen, so I grew up in church. My father was a minister, so we went to a lot of funerals growing up. But those were like already dressed, made up, you know, casket fresh bodies. Seeing bodies like coming straight in, that was a shock. I thought I was good. I was like, oh, I'm good. I've been around bodies. I've been to funerals. But when we're filming and you're walking downstairs and a body just got delivered in and you're like, oh, it's still on the slab. That took some getting used to.
Yeah, I visited a funeral home one time. I spent the day there just to kind of, and a body had just gotten brought in, and it made me like, I wanted to know the story. What happened? How'd you die? And you know, what did you have family? And just, I don't know, trying to put the pieces together. Ryan, what's
No, you do. I think you definitely have that emotional aspect to it, especially when you see the families. So like when we're filming, to us, it's a job. And I remember just telling the crew this, but to them, you know, this is their loved one. This is someone that they loved and cared about. And this is the hardest time for them. So it was really on us to make sure that we're keeping a balance between trying to do our job, but be solemn and respectful to the fact that somebody has to bury their loved one right here.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine that'd be a difficult balance with creating a TV show like this, right? Because you do want to show what goes on, but then you have to be respectful and you have to be, you know, like you said, it is someone that lost their loved one.
Right.
Do people, are they more willing or less willing to participate since it's going to be on television? Do more people are they okay with it?
It just depends on that family.
Yeah. Okay. Ryan, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen happen at a funeral or a wake or a burial?
Oh, the fights.
That's us, huh? That's what we be doing. We be fighting.
The fights. You see some good fights at funerals.
Like what? What are you fighting about at a funeral?
Man, look, because baby mama wasn't supposed to come to this funeral. Your new girl better not come to this funeral, and all kind of mess.
So what happens when so the family's fighting, the body's right there, it's a wake, it's supposed to be this somber, respectful moment, they're throwing blows. What do y'all do? Do y'all jump in and try to separate folks? Do you call the police? What do y'all do?
I try to look for the patriarch of the family, the matriarch, where the grandma is. Somebody, uncle or somebody come get these folks, you know.
Deja, has it ever freaked you out? Have you seen fights?
I have, and it's like I don't think anything of it because you have to remember 9 times out of 10 for a funeral, it's like a big family reunion. You got family coming all out of town, coming together, and it's like they're just letting off that heat that they've been holding on when they see that person, and that's literally what it is. Especially like with the mother of the child and then the new girlfriend, and it's like this one lady, she was like, I've been waiting to see you. My son told me you never liked him. Why you even here at his funeral service? And it's like she just explodes, like she just let it all out. And it's like, wow.
Oh, it could be
happening right in front of us.
Yeah, it could be brothers and sisters. Who told y'all to put granddad in that blue suit?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted granddad in the gray suit.
Oh,
well, you didn't pay for the funeral, so
We have a couple of comments in the chat of Anderson says it's refreshing to see a positive Black family on reality TV. And Kelly says, no, Netflix so needs to order more seasons. And Taryn says, fight at a funeral, woo child together. Tell the truth, who has the last word at work? Is it Mama Debbie or is it Ryan? Who has the last word?
Grandma.
Debbie.
How do you feel about that, Ryan?
The last word may go through Debbie, but trust me, before she made that last word, she discussed it with me.
So Ryan, you're known as a discount funeral home, but do some families, like, are they trying to get that extra discount? Like, okay, this is a discount family funeral home, but hook me up still? Do you still get that?
No, we don't consider ourselves a discount funeral home. We have funeral packages from $1,895 all the way up to $12,000. Whatever the family wants to spend. But we try to help out the ones in the community that can't afford it. They don't have the insurance, the life insurance. They don't have the means. The death was unexpected. So we try to help them out like in that way.
And that's really admirable of you to do that. So how common is it where people, a death happens and folks just aren't prepared with the proper insurance or the money? Is that really popular or common?
It's very common. It's sad to say, but it's true. A lot of our people, we don't prioritize. We just don't. We think we're gonna live forever, especially as young folks. We think we're gonna live forever. We don't think about life insurance, and you're not promised tomorrow. You never know what's gonna happen. So,
and isn't there there's insurance for that now that's not very expensive that you can get now? I just want someone to take something away from this as well, like that could help them out in their family.
When you get life insurance, make sure burial insurance is covered in there, because a lot of people be like, oh, I got life insurance, I'm okay. And then they don't have burial insurance to go to a cemetery. And the cemeteries are very expensive. And that's just to put your loved one in the ground. That doesn't include anything else. So when you get life insurance, make sure that you have burial insurance to go along with that.
So that's a whole separate thing and not just a
separate. Right. There's two separate stops.
Okay. Well,
one stop is us, and the next stop you have to go deal with the cemetery people.
Wow, so it could be really expensive. Okay.
And that's why cremations are really taking over now, especially in the Black community. Black folks ain't trying to get cremated.
Right. I had that happen in my family where the person didn't want to get cremated, but then the family, they didn't want to spend the money and didn't let anybody know. They just did what they wanted to do. And that's sad that you honor that person's last wishes. So Warren, what was it about the Bernards that made them stand out in Memphis or anywhere else? What is it about them that it's just magic for TV?
Listen, some people just have it and others don't. I don't know if you can quantify it or even describe what it is, but when you turn that camera on them, there are some people who just have that kind of magnetism that makes you want to watch and says, okay, they're interesting to me. And they had it. And, I'd been visiting cast right before I came to Memphis. I went and was trying to shoot a show with another cast who looked good, and I thought they were going to be great. Got them on camera, and they were terrible. And so I almost wasn't going to Memphis. I actually was not going to go. I was going to be like, this is going to be terrible too. But no, they just have that spark. And then you add that to the fact that they love each other so much. They feud hard, but they love hard too. And so when you put it all together, that magnetism, their dynamic, you just have TV magic. And again, that's why it's doing so well on Netflix. It's a testament to their talent. And hopefully we'll continue to do well for many more seasons.
With that being said, let's take a look at the trailer for Buried by the Bernards.
I'm your mama. I'm the boss. After I die, I'm still the boss.
Pick up a body.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be in the back of here?
Yeah, we gonna put it back. Where is he going?
Kevin, my Gucci purse is back there.
Yeah, I thought you quit.
I quit every day.
Come compared to me, I think they're extremely lazy.
All I want from this woman is a little respect.
Wait for a second. It's a wrap. Let's go.
So fun. I hope everyone supports the show and continues to support the show. Before we go, we have a minute left. We're going to play a quick quiz family game, okay? Ryan, let's just ask this. Who's afraid to be alone in a room with a dead body?
Reagan.
Reagan, okay. Reagan, who always comes to work late and leaves a little early?
Asia.
Deja, who's the best at closing a deal with a family? Oh, you're on mute.
Grandma Debbie.
Okay. And who is the worst at driving the hearse?
Uncle Kevin, actually. Uncle Kevin. He be driving with his knees.
Oh my God.
I might have to say Deja on that one.
I was gonna say, has Deja ever even drove the hearse?
So you don't know if I'm bad or good. So you don't know if I'm bad or good.
Well, I am so looking forward to supporting this show, and I hope everybody watching right now definitely supports this. You guys are a fantastic family. I love the vibe, and I think you'll have a big hit on your hands. I want to thank Buried by the Bernards, the entire family, and Warren Robinson for joining me tonight.